Okay, I'm getting a number of questions from our readers here about everything from the consular processing activities in Venezuela to the sanctions. When do you expect those to be normalized? Or are we going to be dealing with a special situation so long as that current administration stays in place?
I don't think we're going to end up lifting 100% of the sanctions,
Mm.
but they're already starting to be lifted. The administration, last week, I believe it was, lifted a lot of the oil sanctions so that American oil companies can go in there. And as you know, the president has encouraged them to go in there. So that process is beginning. I think he wants to hold a kind of sanctions sword over the heads of those now running the country, primarily Delcy Rodriguez, the interim president. So again, not 100% lifted, but mostly lifted.
Now, you mentioned the oil here. Another one of our viewers is asking, where was the oil going before the intervention, and where is it going now?
It's all going here now.
Hmm.
That was part of the deal, if you will, that the president made to leave most of the regime in place. We get all the oil. It's not that we don't pay for it. We will be paying for it. Um, but Chevron and others will be delivering that oil to mostly to Gulf ports. It used to go through this so-called ghost fleet to the Middle East and on, I think, eventually, mostly to China.
I wonder, with the flow of oil out of Venezuela, as you note, was pretty just really de minimis as a percentage of the total in world oil flows. But in Iran, we're talking about something completely different. And some of our rivals are very dependent on Iranian oil. China comes to mind in particular. I wonder what the Chinese interests are in this situation. Do you see any sign that China is starting to work its own diplomatic channels in the region?
Well, they do have an interest here because about 90% of Iranian oil goes to China.
Hmm.
For China, that's something just under 15% of its total imports.
Wow.
That's a significant amount. It's not de minimis, as you were noting. I think the Chinese are talking to all of the Gulf Arabs and others who have influence in Washington, urging them to say to the president, "Don't do it. Don't introduce instability with a military strike." This is a reminder to Xi Jinping, this 15% of his oil supplies, that the United States does have the ability to interfere with Chinese oil supplies coming out of the Middle East. And as he thinks about Taiwan, he'll want to think about that.